Real difficult to cover both of those in one 3-minute video, so let's start with the Drake equation. The Drake equation is an equation that finds the probability that we will encounter extraterrestrial life. It goes as follows. The number of detectable civilizations in our own galaxy that we might be able to have contact with equals the rate at which stars are born times the fraction of stars that host planets times the number of habitable planets per planetary system times the fraction of those planets on which life evolves times the fraction of life that evolves intelligence times the fraction of intelligent life that develops communication technologies times the average length of time that these civilizations are detectable. So you're basically just multiplying a bunch of numbers and fractions together. And the thing is, for the first three terms, we're pretty solid on our math. But for every other term, a lot of what we're doing is estimating. But even when we estimate, things don't look great. Like, here's just one example. These numbers have been plugged in by astronomers that are looking for extraterrestrial life, and we get 23.1. That means that in the Milky Way galaxy, our whole galaxy, there are likely 23 civilizations that we might be able to communicate with. And remember, our galaxy, the Milky Way, is 100,000 light years across. So if you scattered 23 civilizations that could contact each other throughout the Milky Way and have them evolve tech at a similar rate, well, then the chances that they'd be able to contact each other by now are super slim. We're talking hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of years for any signal that we transmit to get to another part of our galaxy where someone might be inhabiting it. 23 is a pretty lonely number when we're talking about a galaxy 100,000 light years in diameter. And you have to remember that the Milky Way galaxy is only about 10 billion years old, and stars that can support life-giving planets in that galaxy are only about 5 billion years old. And the life of these planets themselves is only about 4 million years old, and humans have only existed for about 100,000 years, which means that we're only existing in a very, very, very small amount of time, a very small window of time where we could connect with another civilization. And these are numbers that hold true for basically the entire Milky Way galaxy, and they are similar numbers for a lot of other galaxies that formed out there. The universe itself is only about 14 billion years old. So we're one of the more earlier forming galaxies, planets, and civilizations. Simply because it takes time for stuff to cool down into galaxies, into stars, and into planets. And then it takes time for life to evolve on those planets. So the chances of there existing a billion-year-old technologically advanced alien civilization are very slim.